it's Tiara from Shop Like Me. Today I am doing a full face makeup including contouring. You can see I'm broke out, so I am showing you where I'm broke out. And I'm starting with a VFX full face primer from Farmasi. And I will have all the products that I use in this video linked down below so you can check them out. And while you're down there, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Next is Senegence Make Sense color correcting tinted moisturizer. So I use that as my second layer over the primer. And then next is the VFX Pro Camera Ready, pretty much like a selfie foundation. So it's supposed to make your pictures and stuff come out pretty flawless. And I'll put that on as the next layer. And all of this stuff is like extremely light. It's not cakey and heavy and oily, nothing like that. It feels like you're putting on lotion. So you don't even notice that you're wearing anything. So my lighting wasn't great. I went and got another ring light to put on so you could actually see what was going on. So that's why the lighting changed right there. So I don't normally do this, but this time I went ahead and used the Farmasi Compact Foundation also. So I just did another layer, and I did that mainly just because I was broken out really bad. So I just thought I just add an additional layer. Like I said, everything is super light and you don't feel that it's on, so it really doesn't matter. It's not like you're putting on a ton of stuff. At least it doesn't feel like you're putting on a ton of stuff. So now it's time for my brows. No look is complete without brows. And this is my newfound thing. So like I always have to do brows now. If I have no makeup on, it's just eyeliner and brows. And you look like you have makeup on. Like those are the two things that make such a huge difference with your eyes. But I am using the B&H eye stuff. I don't think they sell this anymore. I can't find it, so I could not link that down below. But I do sell something that's extremely similar, and I sell it with Tori Bell, and it's a brow kit. And I am going to order myself some. It's just I have so much of this still. I'm just gonna continue using this. But this is very similar, so if you want to get some, I can link that down below for you as well. It's something that's gonna be very similar and give you that same look, that same result. And you're going to use pretty much that same technique. You're going to line the bottom to make the shape of your brow, and then pretty much like fill it in, like brush it in. Try to make it look like hair strokes and as natural as possible. And then you kind of just brush the hair, brush it all in, because you don't want it to be like thick and dark and look fake. And like I said, I want this to be kind of like a full face application. Not necessarily like glam, wow, fabulous, but a full face, full application, but still like kind of a natural look to it. It's not going to be completely natural, but just not to look like I have a ton of makeup on. So I am using Shadow Sense by Senegence, and it is a cream eyeshadow. And I'm just showing you all the eyeshadows I'm using. This is a MAC loose powder pigment. Here's another Shadow Sense eyeshadow. And I probably use like 3 or 4 shades. And I think I pull up another one that I found later that I'll show you too. But pretty much you put it on and then you use a brush and you dab it. So that's how the cream eyeshadow works. It's a little bit different, but I do love it. You don't need a primer or anything when you use this stuff. It is great, and it is wonderful to layer on top of each other. And it lasts all day, and it's waterproof. It doesn't come off. It's great. And this is a translucent powder with Senegence. So I'm just using that kind of like where I'm going to go back in and contour. Because first I was using this, and I'm like, no, I'm doing a full contour. So I went back and contoured, but this kind of highlights where you normally put the darker colors on a contour. So here's some more Shadow Sense. This is, I believe, Mocha Java. It's like that I was using for my contour. So this is an eyeshadow that I am using for my contour. It is cream based, so it works well as contouring or anything else besides just eyeshadow. But you see where I'm just kind of putting it in and then dabbing it. It does dry a little quick, so you just want to do one side at a time and then just kind of work it in. Just pat, 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 dab, just like you would your foundation or the eyeshadow, and just blend it in. But you put the darker colors around the edge of your forehead, my big old forehead, just to give it like that shadow. And then you put it at your cheekbones and then under your neck, just to give it to that darker area, give it more of a definition. And that's all contouring is, give your face more of a definition and appearance of a shape is the way the light hits it. And then this narrows your nose just a little bit if you bring the dark on the sides and then you bring a light in the middle. So I'm just putting the dark down the sides. But just showing you how you can use your eyeshadow for other things. Things are multi-purpose. Honestly, I can't remember what this is. I'm thinking I took a demo foundation and just put it over the parts where I was broke out. And I found another eyeshadow and showed you that one. And then this is a Farmasi blush. So I'm just applying the blush just right on my cheekbones. I smile so I can see where my cheeks pop up, and that's where I put it. And then this is Farmasi a highlighter palette. So I normally mix 2 or all 3 colors and just I am highlighting where I want it to appear outwards. So that's going to be right in the center of your forehead, down the bridge of your nose, above and below your lips, and then around where you contoured around your eyes. Sorry. And so now I'm just continuing with my eyeshadow, putting a lighter color in the corner, and I'm going to again dab that out and blend it in. So here's another color. Like I said, I'm doing like 3, 4, 5 shades of purple, and then I'm just blending them all together. You just do it in layers, kind of let it dry in between, and you can achieve the look that you're looking for. I know that cream eyeshadow is a little scary at first. I know I was kind of scared because I'm so used to powders and pigments, but I do love them now that I use them. But I mean, both are great in their own right. But it's nothing to be scared of. It's super easy. You just pretty much dab and it pretty much goes where you want it to go. And then of course you blend like you always do. So before I discovered Senegence, I only used MAC pretty much, but I love their pigments. So I have a ton of them. So now I'm starting to go back to using them. And so I will put them on top of my Senegence, on top of that cream powder. It really holds them nicely because, like I said, you don't need primer. So I'm using that pigment in the corners. It's a darker color. And this is a Farmasi pen eyeliner. I absolutely love this eyeliner. I need to order more. It is so great. It's so precise. It's so easy to apply and to get like this perfect line. So for this application, I was trying a technique that my cousin told me. She said to use a blending sponge like what I have and hold your eye out, and that it's easier. I'm not used to like holding my eye, but my eyelashes are long, so they kind of kept getting in my way. So I decided to try it. Plus, when I did that, I decided, okay, I'm going to do like a full-blown, I believe, cat eye, like a glamour eyeliner where it's real thick on the edges, which I've never done. I normally just do a traditional classic eyeliner. So I decided to do something different, step out of my comfort zone and try it. And I absolutely loved it, and so now I might be addicted. And then I'm using this other eyeliner, which I had as a sample, just to kind of fill it in because my eyeliner is getting low and I need to order more. So I was just trying to use this since I was using a lot to get that look since it's my first time. So I don't think it should take this long. I think it's pretty quick eyeliner, but because this is my first time, and I was trying a new technique, it is taking me a little longer than it should. So I'm trying not to ramble on, but yeah, I'm just filling it in more. So I'm taking back like my normal eyeliner and filling it in, trying to get those lines thicker than I normally would and fill it in. So now I'm taking a lighter like pink color and putting it in the creases in the corner, and then I'll kind of bring that down under my eye a little bit too. So here's me kind of like showing how my eyeliner looked. Trying to decide if I like it because I've never done a thick eyeliner. But this is the end result pretty much. So now I'm just putting on my Lip Sense lipstick, and this is Metallic Plum. It was a limited edition. I don't know if it's available anymore. Like I said, I don't sell Synergence anymore, but I definitely have a link below to someone who does, and she's been with the company a long time, so she'll definitely be able to take good care of you. So you apply your Lip Sense in 2 thin layers. So you're really not supposed to go, I mean, I'm seasoned pro, so I'm going back and forth, but really you're not supposed to go back and forth. You're supposed to go in like 1 layer. But really, if you start in the middle and then like work your way out, just make sure you're doing thin layers. Don't do it thick. Don't try to fill it all in like lipstick. You just want a thin layer. So you're not gonna have full pigmentation or full color on that first layer. And that's okay, because you can do 2 or 3 layers depending on how dark you want it, but it will fill in, I promise you. Just do those thin layers so you can dry in between. So that's what I'm doing right now, is drying, and I make weird faces when I dry because I'm like trying not to spit. But here is the second layer. Again, a thin layer. Try to go in a single direction and just, you know, cover all your lips. Make sure you get the insides too, like the inner part of your lip, because you don't want no lipstick there on the inner part. And you see how that second layer like really pigmented the color. Now I could go and do a 3rd layer, but typically it's only 2 layers that you need. But it's totally your preference. My mom, she only does 1 layer, and that will last her like 28 hours. But it, you know, it's all preference. And this is a rose gold gloss. You're gonna want to let it dry and then put your gloss on top, and that seals in that color for you. And I do love this color. I believe this was a limited edition also. I think I heard or saw that they were going to be bringing it back, but I absolutely love this gloss. I like to just wear it on its own too, without color. It's just kind of like my everyday go-to color. So I'm not doing anything extraordinary in this video. Only thing that was just out of my comfort zone was my eyes. So make sure to check out my video where I show you how I did my hair and then also applying my lashes. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.